Hello student, welcome to my class of computer science for class 11th. In this video student, we are going to understand the Python dictionary. So first of all, we will go through the syllabus first. So you can see in this syllabus, we will understand what is dictionary, its definition, how to create it, and accessing the element of dictionary. So let's begin with the theoretical part first. As you can see in this particular theoretical part, so here there are two type of explanation is given here, that is what is dictionary and how to understand it. So first of all, we have to understand a dictionary is a Python unordered collection of values. So like list, tuple, whatever the element are may be ordered or unordered. So same way dictionary says that a Python dictionary unordered collection of data and values that is used to store data, very like map, which unlike the other data type meant to say list and tuple only in single value. Okay, so here dictionary not only allow us to store the data in a element in a single value, it holds the two type of value, that mean to say key and value. You can see here key and value written in the form of separated by colon. So here key and value makes one element in a dictionary which is separated by comma. So every key has its own type, maybe a number, character, string, float, etc. And whereas value also. So here in other words we can say that a dictionary are the Python implemented of data structure that are more generally known as associative array. So student, dictionary is also known as associative array. A dictionary consists of the collection of key value pair. Each key value pair map key to associated value. So it means to say student, key is associated with the value. So here you can see a simple prototype to syntax of that. So you can define a dictionary enclosing definitely comma separated list with the key value pairs in curly braces. Okay, as you remember, in list we are going to create the list by square brackets, in tuple braces, that is round braces, but in the term of the dictionary this type of data type will be created with the help of curly braces, which contains some key and value and separated by comma. So this key and value considered as single element in the dictionary, and every element is separated by comma. So in dictionary each key is separated from the value, that is by colon. The item are separated by comma, that means to say element are separated by comma, and whole things enclosed in a curly braces. An empty dictionary without any item can be written as just two curly braces like this. You can see that. It means to say we can have also empty dictionary also. The key are unique within the dictionary. Yes student, it is very important. Key should not repeat in our dictionary, otherwise it provides the error. So here key should be unique, while value may be or maybe not, it's up to you. Okay, the value of a dictionary can be of any type, but key must be immutable data type such as string, number and tuple. So student, here a value can be of any type, but key should be immutable type like string, number and tuple. So here now we are going to understand how to create a tuple, to say dictionary. So here what we are going to do student, I have just created a data type, that is variable dict equals to curly braces open. Within that you can say that I have used here 1 as number, colon Don, comma 2 as Bosco, that is 2 colon Bosco, 3 colon school. So here you can see that key 1, 2, 3, these are keys and values are Don, Bosco and school. So here you can see, so these value are associated with its key and these key are associated with its value also. So here you can see that after the next line I have just printed dictionary with the use key integer is dict. So it means to say we will do the practical along with the same. So what I'm going to do student, I'm going to just open up Python ideally, then after that I will start the script mode. In that we will have a such type of coding, that in example, so a program dictionary. Okay, here what I'm going to do student, dict equals to within curly braces I will say key are 1, within single quote, double quote, it's up to you, the value can be of any type, but the key are immutable type like string, number and tuple. So here I have taken the number as a key. So here Don, I have provided comma for separation of element, that 2 Bosco, then 3 is definitely school. So if I'll just do one thing, so simply I will say same thing I program for dictionary, and after that I will say /n. Okay, when I will just use the print next line print, it will automatically give me the next line. There is no need to worry about that. So here I'm going to say the DICT is, here will be, I will type here DICT. After that I am going to just run it before it will ask me to save the file. So I will say DICT1. So you can see the output look like this. So here if I just print out, it will print the all content, I'm say all element along with key and value also. Here 1 Don, 2 Bosco and 3 school. So now we are going to the study material back. So here creating dictionary with mixed key. So student, it is also possible we can create our dictionary with mixed key. It means to say sometime number, sometime string, like that also. So here you can see student, we are going to just create a mixed key dictionary. So to do that student, what we are going to do, suppose that here I am going to create dictionary 1 equals to, within curly braces I will say, suppose that here name, within single quote should be name colon year Kamal Kant, and then after that I can say that number 2 as Pythagoras. So after that I will say that mixed type key in DICT is, so I will say /n, then after that I will say DICT1. Now you can see what is the output. I have just used here extra space because it is out of indentation, so I don't need to use extra space here. So now you can see this type of content is shown me. Okay, so to Pythagoras, name is Kamal Kant. So here you can see number will come first as according to the ascending order of key. So here we have understand how to use the mixed type of key in the dictionary also. In this example you can see we have used a particular type of name as a key, as a string type, Don as value, 1 is number, and here list. So as I told you student, we can have any type of object, I am to say element in a value also. So here I am going to just insert here DICT2, okay, a list type of what thing, value for our key. So here name, so here we can say that again Don Bosco school, then after that I will say 1 colon, I will provide here some list like 9 6 7 8 4 5, and then I'm going to just print it, simply print. Within that I will say list as a value for what thing, 1. So here I'm going to just print it DICT2. So now you can see the list will be also printed here, but the number 1 will come first because of the precedency of our, I'm to say, ascending order of our keys. So I hope student you have understand it. Now we are going to understand the next one thing. So dictionary also can be created with the DICT function. An empty dictionary can be also created with just a curly braces. So here we are going to learn how to create a empty dictionary. Okay, so here you can see in the particular code DICT equals to curly braces open and close. There is no value, I am to say elements are there, that means to say key and value pairs. and we can just print it. Let's see what is the output for that. So what I'm going to do, student, I'm actually going to comment it all because I don't want to print this particular part of code in my output screen. So here we are going to just create empty okay. So how dict equals to curly braces open close, and then I will say simply print dict1. okay, let's see what is the output. You can see in fresh copy curly braces open and close will shown here. So student, here we are also going to create a dictionary with the help of dict function or method. So you can see in this example dict function is used inside a particular function. okay, so you can see that curly braces open and close, here key and value are there separated by comma. So what we are going to do, we are going to do the same. So here dict equals to, that means to say dict equals to, then after that we are going to just provide here some keys like same thing Kamal. Then next one thing is Mohan. Then third one thing is Ramesh, etc. Now I am going to just print simply dict2. So let's see what is the output. You can see a new dictionary has created with the elements like Kamal, Mohan, Ramesh, along with their keys also 1, 2, 3. So here we have learned how to create a dictionary with the help of curly braces, I mean to say empty dictionary, and dict function also. And now we are going to create a list as a particular dictionary. So how? It should be in pair because key and value are important for the dictionary. So here you can see dict equals to typecast by dict function. Then within list we have provided here tuple. You can see that 1 Don, 2 Bosco. okay, so we are doing the same thing, student. So here dict3 equals to, I will say dict, this is function. In list part you can see here we have provided a list with consist the tuple again. So here you can see 1 Don, okay, and then second one thing you can see separated by comma because there are two tuples are used here, 2 comma Bosco. After that, if I will enter, I have to just print dict3. Now you can see the next our dictionary is printed here. Now you can see Don Bosco. So there are few methods, student, by which we have learned how to create a dictionary by providing key value pair, by empty dictionary, by curly braces, and by using the dict typecast function also. So here now we are going to understand how to create a nested dictionary. So student, nested dictionary is also important like tuple list, because if element can contain multiple details or metadata, that time we can use the nested dictionary also. So you can see how it is possible. If I have created, you can see this example, dict equals to 1 Don, 2 Bosco. Here you can see 3 are key, and after that this whole part consider as another dictionary inside dictionary. So what we are going to do, we will do the same. So I will just do one thing, student. I will make sure to comment this all because I don't want to make the part of my output program. So here what I'm going to do, dict1 equals to, within curly braces I will say 1 equals to, here we can say that Aman, then 2 equals to Mehta, then after that 3, inside that a value I will type here a dictionary itself. Which dictionary? Maybe different kind of dictionary like A. Here is A should be string. I can't provide here variable. So A, for example, I will type his address like array, and then B key value, B key value, C key value. Okay, then after that I will run it. Now you can see a nested dictionary is 1 Aman, 2 Mehta, third itself a dictionary. It says this is nested dictionary. Now we are going to understand how to access the element in dictionary. Okay, I mean to say value in dictionary. So in Python or tuple, we are going to access the element by indexing value position, but in dictionary we have to access the element with the help of key. That's why the reason behind that, the key should not duplicate in dictionary. So here you can see a dictionary is created like dict name Zara A7 class first, and we are going to just print the value, that is dict of name. It will definitely give Zara. Dict of age, that means to say 7. So we are going to do the same, student. So what we are going to do, suppose that I have this particular dictionary, as you can see. If I'm going to just print out, so I will make it this one comment. In this dictionary only I will show you how to access the element. So print, we can say that within double quote I will say dict of 1, that meant to say 1. You can see this one is not this time index. This time this one is considered as key. So here now you can see dict 1, within that 1. Now let's see what is the output. You can see Aman, and if I'll just type another dictionary element like here comma, we can say that age. So here age, suppose that we can say that 14. So in this time print dict of, definitely I will say age. Okay, then in arrow operator I will show you here. So dict 1 of, definitely it should be also in age, and then this. So let's see what is the output. You can see age is printed here as 14. So don't confuse that, student. This one is not a index value, this is a key. And now we are going to understand how to attempt access the element key is not part of a dictionary. Suppose that if I am going to access the such part, I am to such key which is not my dictionary. Okay, suppose that you can say, if I'll just print this one, dict of 1 may be a name. So student, in this time this will definitely give you error, because there is no such key which looks like name in my dictionary. So here error will be as a key error. You can see if this key in my particular list, I am to say in my this particular here, I will change here like name, then I have to just comment it, because this will be also give me error. So now you can see the name is one of the key in my dictionary, and age is also one of the key in my dictionary. So what I'm going to do, student, I'm just going to just run it. Now you can see everything will be correct. You can see dictionary is 14 and name is Aman. So student, we have learned how to access the element by keys. So here the same example is shown here. So here you can see name, age and class is the key. Here we are going to access the Alice as a particular key. So this will give you key error. Okay, that is Alice. Now another method to access the element, that is with the help of get. Okay, so there is also method is get to access the element of the dictionary. You can consider an example here. Dictionary equals to curly braces 1 Kamal, name is, third is name. Okay, so here you can consider how to access it. So we can access this with the help of get method. So accessing the element using get. So dict, here is dict is a variable, not the key word. So here dict dot get, within that 3, this 3 is a key. not the particular index value again. So now we are going to do the same, student. So I will make sure this particular code you understand. Now we are going to access the particular pin code with the help of this particular, I'm to say this second part. Okay, so what we are going to do, student, so simply we can say that within double code dict 1 dot get, within get I will say simply this particular 2, an arrow operator I will use, then after that I will say comma dict 1 dot definitely get, inside that I will say 2. So let's see what is the output for that. So you can see Mehta is printed. In the place of 2, if I'll just type here 3, suppose that I'm going to just copy it, whole element I'm to say value will be print, that is itself a dictionary. So I'm going to just copy it and then paste it. So if I'll just say 3, so you can see, and in my particular dictionary the key 3 contains a dictionary, so it will show you the output like this. You can see that like this. So student, we have learned today how to access the element by the get function also. So student, you will do the practice for that all. Till then, student, thank you and have a nice day, student.